Hello everyone, welcome back to the Revival. It's a brand new week and we start that week with the second leg of the game against Juventus in Champions League. This time we're at home at St James's Park, carrying with us a 1-goal lead on aggregate. Something else which I think you guys are going to find interesting is we have finally concluded the transfer saga of Arja, and it's good news for us, if not for our bank balance. Go into negotiations, you will see that we have agreed a £69 million deal. Essentially, we had to pay his release fee, and for £83,880 a week, he will be our player, plus appearance bonuses, clean sheet options, and win bonuses on top. He's going to be a very, very well paid player for the foreseeable future, but if he helps us win games, I think it's worth it. Now, there's every possibility that we're going to sign him to a different deal in a year or two's time, just to keep him on the 5 years and also to try and reduce some of those bonuses. But when you look, the salary budget's at £765,000 a week. I think we can just about afford him. So Arja will be joining us in the summer for £69 million, and that will make us a damn sight stronger in defence. I'm sure you will all agree. Now, as for today's game, let's get straight to it. It's Zebra versus Zebra, black and white stripes versus black and white stripes, except today Juventus will be playing in what I consider to be a really, really nice kit. It's a white and grey camouflage number with red detailing, red shorts and white socks. They've got a very strong team, but we've got a very strong team as well. Todibo not feeling 100% today, so that being the case, we're going to bring Matcha into play alongside Hummels. We can play Matcha on his favoured left side. Hummels can play in the slightly more orthodox position on the right hand side of the central defence, being as he's right footed. Hendricks and Willems a little bit tired after our last game against Norwich, which we won 3-0. It was a handy victory. Hayden also showing a little bit of fatigue. Maybe we'll just bring Zakaria in, just give him a little bit of a rest. The front three today is going to be Werner, Saint Maximan and Almiron. Almiron played very well for us last time out, and Fazio, given that Todibo's so far off form, is going to make the bench for us today. That pretty much sums up the team for today. Gunn will be coming in for Schubert. I need to make that a permanent change, really, don't I? But that is going to do it. That's today's lineup. Hopefully we can take that 1-goal advantage from the away leg, and we can hold on to it, and we can add to it, and put ourselves through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Here we are, it's a beautiful floodlit evening here at St James's Park in Newcastle as we welcome Juventus, the multi-time European champions. Hopefully we'll be able to pile on a little bit of misery for them today. Without any further ado, let's see what we can do. So Newcastle kicking off here at St James's Park. They'll be striking towards the right-hand end of the ground to begin with in this first half. Here's Shelby on the ball on the right-hand side of midfield into St Maximan. There's an overlap here for Hendricks. Hendricks could get a cross into the box here nice and early. This could be a chance. It's off the post. And Newcastle have started like a house on fire. Unfortunately, Timo Werner unable to make the header count, but he was so close. Juventus now with the ball in midfield, trying to build something out from here. They get the ball up to, I think that's Cristiano Ronaldo on the left. It is indeed, and this could be dangerous for Newcastle, and it's a chance for Juventus early on. Goalkeeper clutching it to his chest greedily. Very, very happy to see the ball into his hands there, and the ball's played out to Willems on the left-hand side of Newcastle's attack. And that's I don't know what that was. Pretty bad from Christopher Nkunku, it has to be said. But it's early in the match. something like that isn't going to cost us this early. Juventus now looking again to attack down the left-hand side. You'd understand if they were trying to put everything through Cristiano Ronaldo. He's an excellent player, a player of real quality even at his advanced stage. But here's a ball through to Almiron. He's got a chance if he can get onto it. He can't quite manage to get there before Cardinal, who picks up the ball and looks to release the Juventus attack. And that's a very good ball out to Matondo there. He ends up getting the throw in his favour. And that's a foul apparently by the Newcastle defender. I don't think personally that it was a foul, but the referee deeming it worthy of a caution, verbal only this time, and a free kick, which I would imagine Cristiano Ronaldo will be taking, the greedy little bastard. No, Dybala takes it. Okay, so we get a good idea of the pecking order at Juventus these days. Newcastle now might be able to hit them on the break here if they can get the ball. No, it was a good tackle. Newcastle win the ball back again though. Might be able to do something with this after all. No, it's all gone a bit loose in midfield. The two teams unable to hang on to it for more than a couple of passes each. Timo Werner scampering back like a little terrier, trying to get that ball back and kickstart another attack. Newcastle very happy to sit back here and hit them on the break. And here's a chance here now. Almer on the left-hand side. Timo Werner's with him. He's taken it right to the byline, crossed it across, and no one there to apply the finish. Oh dear, oh dear. And Henriks is not taking any shit off of Ronaldo today. He says, I'll have that. And away he comes with the ball. But here's Ronaldo giving another go at it. Hummels dispossesses him, just knocks the ball out of play. Experienced play by the German centre-back there. And it does seem that Juventus' tactic at the moment is essentially give it to the big man. It's opening up here in front of Nkunku. He takes a shot. Goalkeeper palms it around the post. Can't blame the young Frenchman for having a crack there. The midfield parted ways, so did the defence, and eventually he saw the goal and he just saw red there. Timo Werner's movement not necessarily good enough to justify passing to him. Here's the head corner, here's a header. Zakaria with the header, tests the goalkeeper, he's equal to it. Stands up well. And now Juventus on the break. And that's a bit of a tactical foul by Jonjo Shelvey. Apparently it's enough for a yellow card. It's his first tackle of the game. Plenty of players around him to mitigate the fact that he would not be the last man. And that's a little bit harsh. Yes, it's a professional foul, but it's not something that I've seen 100 AI defenders do as well. So Jonjo Shelvey now going to have to be a little bit careful. Here's Nkunku on the break again. Unable to get onto the ball though. Oh, it's a lob ball. It's a very good ball. It's a very good shot as well. And Newcastle scramble it clear, and things starting to look a little bit desperate for the black and white team here. Another free kick given against Newcastle. This referee obviously got the manila envelope in the post today. I mean, really, that's a 50-50 collision. There's nothing there to suggest an actual foul, apart from the referee wanting to give a free kick to his favourite team. Out wide on the left-hand side for Juventus here. It's a good cross. Well defended. That's not a good pass. There was a good opportunity there if the pass was right, but unfortunately it wasn't. Elmas with a long shot, never going to go in. Newcastle must do better. Gunn plays it out to Willems on the left, already looking very, very tired. Into Mathieu, across to Hummels. Plays it out to the opposite flank for Henriks, who's in a very advanced position right now. Here's Maximan. Tackled a little bit viciously by the Juventus defender. And that's going to go out of play for a goal kick. And so far, so good for Newcastle. If they can just hang on to this until half time, they'll definitely be the more confident of the two teams coming out for the second half. Maximan again. Just looks to stretch his legs. It's another tackle. Again, defender does get the ball, but he takes an awful lot of the man as well. And you have to ask, at what point does it become a foul? Apparently the referee doesn't think anytime soon. There's a shot, and it's just gone wide of the post. Newcastle probably riding their luck, if we're being honest. But at half time it is 0-0. Juventus have had the slightly better of it. There's more to come in this second half. So Juventus now attacking the goal to our right. Playing a little bit of a dangerous game here, Newcastle. Maximan plays in Henriks. Shelvey to Almiron. On his left, it's gone harmlessly wide. Really should have done better there. Juventus making the first change of the game. Bernardeschi on for Matondo. Good defensive header there. Werner picks up the ball into Shelvey. He plays the ball forward. He sees Maximan. He's just about beaten to it, but there is a chance here if they can get the shots in quick enough. Goalkeeper out of his goal, but the shot was way, way wide of the mark. Good defending by Willems. Gets the ball forward. It's into Almiron now. He's got support inside by Nkunku. He plays the ball, and Nkunku doesn't quite manage to get to it, but he makes enough of a hassle of himself that they win the ball back. Here's Willems on the left. Good cross coming in now. And it was a little bit high and a little bit long. No one in a black and white shirt there to take advantage of it. Good defending, Willems. Little bit of sustained pressure now from Newcastle. Lobbed through ball. Almiron looking to get onto it. He's going to have to work hard to get the ball back. Newcastle do get the ball back. Here's Maximan. Plays it outside to Henriks. Henriks going to look for the cross. Gets it in. Werner unable to get his foot onto the ball. A little bit of a mix-up between the Newcastle players as to who's going for it. Shelvey gets it in the end. It's played back to Maximan. Maximan tackled and Nkunku takes the shot. Nkunku off the post again. The referee's having a word with Aaron Ramsey here. It must have been something that happened off of the ball. Looks like he was involved in an incident with Shelvey. It's a late tackle. And Ramsey should know better than to put those kind of tackles in. And now Mathieu has a chance from the free kick. It's up. It's not quite high enough to beat the wall. It goes out for a corner kick, I believe. Nkunku to play the ball in. It's an out-swinging corner. Newcastle head unable to find it. Here's Willems. He's just trying to thread the ball through. Couldn't quite manage it. And now Juventus on the break, and they've got a man over if they can use him. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Henriks does a very good job in covering the man and putting him off of his stride. The ball goes wide, but it could have been a lot worse for Newcastle, and they really, really need to concentrate when they are up the other end of the pitch, because they were caught very short there. Ball played out to Willems. Newcastle desperate to try and get this home goal, which will make things a little bit easier for them. Almiron, no one really coming to Almiron. Inside to Nkunku, back to Almiron, out to Willems. Willems is the best crosser of the ball on that flank. It deflects off the defender and then off Almiron. Going to go out for a goal kick. Both fullbacks looking absolutely exhausted. Triple change by Newcastle. Both fullbacks as well as Nkunku coming off. He's had a good game, Nkunku. He's been all over the pitch. This is a good looking attack from Newcastle. Here's Almiron. Plays it into the middle. Here's Werner. Shelvey with a very long distance shot. More out of hope than expectation. Ommel's trying to win the ball in the air. Out to Wanfran. Plays it into Maximan. Takes a shot. Goalkeeper beats it out. Oh, and the fullback puts it achingly wide. There's a reason he plays at fullback and not at centre forward. Mathieu, not a, what you would call a natural striker of the ball. And he had Almiron inside him. If he'd seen the pass, it would have all but guaranteed a second goal over the course of the two legs. Newcastle again on the defensive. Oh, what's that? That is a very strange header from the defender. But Mathieu, advantage played. Mathieu on the run now. Into Almiron. He's found himself offside. How do you find yourself offside at a time like that, for goodness sake? Yellow card for Rabiot. And quite right too, it was a terribly late lunging challenge on Xavi. Into the book he goes. Juventus, 87 minutes on the clock. Play a long forward ball searching for a player. They can't find him. Oh, dispossessed there. This could be dangerous for Newcastle if they don't defend this well. Ball into the box. Looped over and just wide of the goal. Newcastle can breathe again. And Gunn pumps it long, looking for Werner. Werner somewhat winning the header, but unfortunately no one in a black and white shirt able to get hold of the ball. And that ball is just shanked away. by Juan Fran. Perfectly happy to concede the corner. He might not be, depending on the outcome of this set piece. In it comes. The goalkeeper was out with the corner. That's a foul, surely. Goalkeeper is still miles out of his goal, but it doesn't matter. That's the final whistle. Newcastle win the leg over, win the tie over 2 legs. It's a bore draw today, but we've had plenty of goalmouth action besides. It ends 1-0 on aggregate. Newcastle through to the semi-finals of the Champions League for the 2nd season in a row. A fantastic achievement for a club who, up until the last couple of years, weren't even in the reckoning for European football, let alone Champions League. And here's the rest of the results from the Champions League. Juventus beating out Real Madrid. Sorry, not Juventus. Good Lord Almighty. Shall I try that again? I think I will. Valencia beating out Real Madrid over the course of 2 legs. 4-2. Madrid trying to fight back in the second leg, but they could only manage a 2-goal victory. So they slump out at the quarter-final stage. Newcastle, as we just witnessed, managing to get through by the skin of their teeth. Likewise, Atletico Madrid winning 1-0 in the second leg against Benfica, going through by the slimmest of margins. And PSG rounding out the final 4, beating Bayern Munich 1-0 on the night, 4-1 on aggregate, meaning that it is a Valencia-Newcastle Atletico versus PSG semi-final lineup. And suddenly I'm liking our chances a lot more than I was only a few days ago. Let's have a look at the schedule to see where we're going next, and it will be Valencia in the semi-finals. We'll be starting off with an away day at Valencia before travelling back to our home and taking them on in the second leg. As for which game we're going to be playing next, I think maybe it's going to end up being Newcastle versus Brighton in the Premier League, and then on Wednesday we'll reconvene for Valencia-Newcastle. But until then, thank you very much for watching what was, in the end, maybe not the best game of football, but certainly a fantastic result for Newcastle United. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.